What's up everybody, I'm Tani Rose, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I make flaxseed gel for the second time in my entire life, and after that I'm going to go into how I use it and why. So first, let's get started with the seeds. I got mine from Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can get them in any grocery store or a Target, a Walmart. Places like that should have the flax seeds. So basically, we're just going to be boiling the gel out of the flax seeds. So I have a cup of flax seeds and I'm going to boil it with about 3 cups of water. The interesting part is that if you do like a soft Google or look up a bunch of YouTube videos on how to make it, everybody has their own recipe, their own ratio of flax seeds to water, just like me. So, you know, whatever you decide to do, just make sure you have more water than flax seeds. The longer you boil the flax seeds, the thicker the gel is going to be. So for my desired thickness, this whole entire boiling process was only 15 minutes, like literally 15 minutes on the dot. All right, so now on to why I'm putting this gel in my hair in the first place. So I did like a medium Google on the situation, and I found out that flax seeds are very, very rich in vitamin E, magnesium, vitamin B, as well as omega-3 fatty acids, which are all extremely nutritious to your scalp and your hair strands, especially the omega-3 fatty acids, which helps moisturize and get rid of dead skin cells. But the kicker for me was the gel-like consistency actually helps with the elasticity in my hair strands, which helps you retain length. So your hair is going to be super soft and flexible and not dry and brittle. Also, per my Googles, flaxseed gel is supposed to help promote hair growth, support it. I'm not sure about claims of making it grow faster. I know that the healthier your scalp is, the better. So your hair can grow, period. Growing it faster, I don't know if there's anything out here that does that for sure, because I'm a firm believer that your hair is going to grow at the rate that it grows. Now, if it's not growing at all, I unfortunately don't have any information about that, because that is something that needs to be talked with your doctor, and I am no doctor. So what I will say is that it definitely helps retain length. If your hair is soft, it's not breaking off, okay? So you want your hair to be as soft as possible so you can retain that length, okay? That I do know for sure. So I also want to make a note that I have it on medium heat, not high. And as it boils and gets thicker and thicker, I lower the heat because I don't want to overboil it or burn it or mess it up in any kind of way. So as you can see, it's getting nice and thick to my desired thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and boil it a little bit longer on a lower setting, just so I can get the thickness that I want. And now it is perfectly slimy and thick. I don't want to say mucousy because it's just, that's a disgusting, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Like it does look like that. But what I'm gonna do is, I prefer not to let it cool down in the pot, because when it's in the pot, it's still kind of doing its thing, and I don't want it to be too thick to where I can't strain it. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the flaxseed gel into my cheesecloth that I got from Amazon. Now, this is probably unnecessary because you can use stockings, you can use a strainer, but that takes a little bit longer, and I want to get this sped up. So I'm just gonna let it cool inside my cheesecloth, which I will put in the description box, but I really don't feel that it's necessary. I'm just doing the most for the video. Okay, here goes the thing. Okay, so it's about it's been about 20 to 30 minutes, so it's cooled down enough to where I can touch it. And basically, you gotta squeeze the hell out of this cheesecloth in order to get the gel to come out. And at this point, I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing that hurts my hands. Like, just trying to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and get as much gel as you can out. And it was annoying and my hands were starting to hurt and I was needing to take breaks. And then I realized maybe my consistency is a little too thick for it to come through the cheesecloth, because I'm really struggling right now. It's so hard. So what I decided to do is I decided to add a little bit of water in order to help press and push the gel out. And I was like so relieved because I didn't know if I was gonna get through it without the water. So I did add a little bit of water, which will make the gel a little bit watery, but that's okay because when it gets in the refrigerator, it's going to thicken up a little bit, but it's also going to be easier to come out of my applicator bottle. So that's fine. This is perfectly fine. This made it so much easier. I probably had to do it. I probably added water maybe twice, and then it just came right on out. And speaking of refrigeration, yes, you have to keep your gel in the refrigerator because it will go bad, it will stink, and you don't want any of that. You don't want the moldy, you don't want bacteria, because it's edible, it's food basically. So food goes bad, the flaxseed gel is gonna go bad. So you keep it in the refrigerator. I keep mine, or I used, how do I say this? I only used this particular batch of flaxseed gel for about maybe a little bit over a week, maybe. But if it stank at any point, don't touch it. Make some new flaxseed gel. So here goes my homemade DIY flaxseed gel that I made for the second time in my life. It is looking slippery and delicious. And yes, there are a few flax seeds that slip through the cracks, literally, but that's fine. I got my gel. I'm happy with that. So now I feel like I'm doing the most with this too, but this was the easiest thing for me to do at this time, is to take it out of the bowl and pour it into another container so that I can put it in my applicator bottle. I got my applicator bottle from Amazon. Again, this is completely unnecessary. I could have just put a top on this container and called it a day. But I had some applicator bottles that I bought for, hair purposes, some kind of DIY, maybe an oil. And then it hit me like, oh yeah, you can put the flaxseed gel in there. So that's what I did. And I love my applicator bottles. And if you love them and you want to buy them, I'll put the link in the description box. And there you have it. You have fresh, delicious, nutritious flaxseed gel for your hair. Now, a lot of people that I saw like to add different oils to the gel, but I feel like the gel is the star of the show, and I don't want no co-stars, I don't want no guest stars. I want the flaxseed gel on its own by itself looking delicious. So there are two ways that I use this flaxseed gel, and the first way is I use it as the last styler in my curly hair routine, and I'll make a video about that in the future. And the second way that I use this is as a pre-poo treatment, and I just add it to my hair while it's dry, make sure that it's saturated, make sure that, every hair strand is coated. I don't like to not deep condition. I don't like to detangle my hair while doing this treatment because I don't use water, and I only detangle my hair when it's completely soaking wet. So I don't like to do that. I just want to use it as a treatment to, get to them hair follicles and nourish them. I want it to deeply penetrate my hair strands with them fatty acids and vitamin A and E and magnesium and whatever other delicious and glorious things that happen to be in this gel. I want it to penetrate and really get in there so that my hair strands have the maximum elasticity so my hair won't break off. So now that my hair is gloriously saturated in flaxseed gel, I'm gonna go ahead and let it penetrate in my hair for about an hour. You can do it longer, you can do it overnight, you can do it 24 hours. I don't even know the limits. Like maybe you can just leave it in your hair the rest of your life. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do an hour because I have things to do. And after an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with my wash day routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.